I am here with Theresa of Vinegar Syndrome. Now, Theresa, I'm assuming Vinegar Syndrome has not less to do with actual vinegar, but is more something cooler than that. So I don't ruin it anymore. What is Vinegar Syndrome?
So we restore and distribute horror movies, exploitation, and American pornography films from the 70s and 80s from the original 35 millimeter camera negative, and then distribute them on Blu-ray. So most of these films probably got lost after VHS, haven't been seen when video stores closed, they kind of disappeared. So we restore these B movies so newer generations can see them and older generations can, re-see the stuff that got lost over time.
I love this. I noticed that you had Jack Frost, which is one of my favorites, because it's definitely one of those. It's exactly how you explained it, actually. It's like a B movie that was lost to the times of history.
Absolutely. That's one of our more popular titles for sure. It stars Shannon Elizabeth, who does a lot of horror conventions. But we have two movies here that are great, Nightmare Sisters and Grandmother's House, that both feature actress Brinke Stevens, who is sitting right here. We've, also recently started doing some more modern films. This is a really great movie called Prospect that's from 2 or 3 years ago. That's a modern sci-fi movie. So we are moving into a little more modern cinema, but our bread and butter is definitely restoring this older, again, horror, exploitation, and pornographic films.
I think one of the biggest takeaways anybody's going to see is the amount of detail you put into the covers. I mean, these do look like brand new movies. Like, if I didn't know what Jack Frost or Six String Samurai was already, I would assume that these just came out. And I mean, technically they did, right? Because you did repurpose them. What has that reception been like? Have you had a lot of people been like, oh my God, I thought this movie was forgot for forever?
Yeah, so that's a great example. So this film, Six String Samurai, has just been lost over time. A lot of people have never seen this, but a lot of people come up and say, oh my God, I saw that. I thought it was a dream I had. And they're ecstatic, and this is cool. And a lot of our packaging, we do really, collector's edition stuff. So this comes in a cool box. It has a book inside that's upside down, and then it also is a 2-disc, so it has the Blu-ray and the 4K Ultra HD, which we're also getting more and more into. So we really want to present cool packaging and collector's edition stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what really makes you guys stand out is the fact that you have the attention to detail and that you care about these movies just as much as the people that have attached to them. It matters, and we care about it here on the Punk Rock Horror Podcast. Before we wrap up, is there any words you would like to give to the Ghouls, Gals, Creeps, Mutants?
Yeah, so Vinegar Syndrome is actually going to be opening a store here in Denver sometime in the near future. We're hoping around the first of the year, so that's very exciting. And we will be continuing to do events as we've been doing as long as it's safe to do so, and are excited to keep releasing new stuff. We release right now about 4 to 10 new titles a month.
And if people can't come and actually purchase your stuff physically, where can they go to support you?
VinegarSyndrome.com. You can buy all of our entire catalog until it sells out online. We do also have a big sale coming up, the Black Friday sale that starts after Thanksgiving, where most, not all, but most titles are 50% off.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us and telling us about this. This is awesome. And from the bottom of our hearts at the Punk Rock Horror Podcast, we appreciate the work you're doing. Seriously. Thank you so much.
B movies forever.
B movies forever. Thank you.